Today on Eagle Nation News, Zane Smith explains what he's doing to further his career in politics.
Sophia Duran highlights Dr. Burdett's hidden talent and what makes him more than just our principal.
And finally, Jordan Ramsey will preview the dress-up days for Generation Texas next week starting next Monday. Eagle Nation News starts right now. Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today is Wednesday, September 5th. I'm Christina Folsom.
I'm Braden Brandvold.
And I'm Casey Boston.
Now, we have some interesting things set in place for today's show. But first, there has been some controversy between the NFL and Nike, but I'm not one to talk about sports, so Braden, help me out here.
Nike has been receiving backlash from many groups after they put Colin Kaepernick at the head of their new ad campaign. Although the NFL has been gentle with their opinion, many employees have expressed their frustration that a partner would bring up the national anthem controversy into the news yet again.
Thank you, Braden. On a lighter note, for students wishing to take the PSAT, $16 will be due this Friday to the counselor's office. Juniors that take this test and score well enough could possibly earn a National Merit Scholarship. This test should be a good source of practice for students planning to take the SAT this year or in the future.
Thank you, Casey.
Hold up 1 second. Sorry, but I'm currently in a fantasy draft and I'm on the clock. It's round 8, and I kind of need a decent backup tight end, so I'm thinking I'll go with Kyle Rudolph.
Oh, okay, Brandon. I know I asked for your help with sports, but not now.
It's okay, I just drafted him.
Anyways, now we send it over to Grant Johnson, who sat down with Zane Smith to uncover information on the upcoming political forum.
I was the moderator last year, and the forum last year was for the 219th District Court election. We're going to take submissions, mostly from government seniors, of questions that they want to ask the candidates, and after review by the administration, certain questions will be selected and those students will be able to come up and ask them to the candidates. The fact that students saw that they could be involved in politics, that it's not some foreign thing that only old people are involved in, we want to do two things. First, we want to have a higher level of education about the candidates with the students and the community, and we also want to see higher levels of our students going out and voting in this election when they turn 18. It was really successful with the students last year, but we think that if we expand this and we get the community involved and we get more of the media here to cover it, it'll make an impact not only in Prosper, but other schools and community members around us will see what we're doing and want to follow suit and educate their students. We just think it's going to be really good. The candidates are going to be set up with their tables and their merch, campaigning before and after the event, and it's just going to be a good educational experience.
For those interested, the forum will be held on October 3rd, but is still being finalized by the candidates. Thank you, Grant. While teachers may seem to live average lives, there is more than meets the eye. Sophia Duran has the scoop on Dr. Burdett after this.
Now we send it over to Sophia Duran, who will uncover a hidden talent from our very own principal. Sophia?
Well, supposedly I have some sort of talent in soccer, and I realized that I had this supposed talent. We'll put air quotes around it, because that means it's fake. When I was 16, I was playing high school football. I was a tight end, weighing 150 pounds, dripping wet, at a very large high school in Alabama who just won the state championship, and I realized that I was way too small and I was getting pounded to death, and I said, well, if I want to live long and prosper, get that prosper reference, then I probably need to do some other sport. So I did play soccer, went out for a competitive team, and I made it. Internationally, I went out and tried out for a couple of teams in England back in 1994, didn't make it, but that was actually a good thing, because I came back to the States and started working on my master's in education, ended up becoming an administrator, and that's where I am now. But it afforded me the opportunity to play some professional soccer out of Birmingham, Alabama, and that was before the MLS was created. They had the A-League back then, so I got to play against some really, really good players who made me look foolish all the time, and Cade's about to do the same thing to me in a moment.
This is Cade York, and I just beat my principal.
Thank you, Sophia. Up next, Jordan Ramsey will cover Generation Texas, including dress-up days. Stay tuned.
Sign up for the talent show this coming Wednesday during Eagle Time in the Auditorium. If you are interested in joining HOSA, fees are due by September 7th. Applications for NSSHS are due by October 12th. Mu Alpha Theta applications are now being accepted through Monday, September 17th. Please return any completed applications to Miss Wood in room 1132. Support the Prosper High School tennis team by ordering custom homecoming mums and garters from the Mum Shop. Orders must be placed by Friday, September 14th to be delivered to the high school.
Now we send it over to Jordan Ramsey, who has insight on next week's dress-up days.
Thank you, Braden. I'm Jordan Ramsey, here with your Eagle Update. Next week is Generation Texas's Rock Your Future Week, which will encourage students to find their voice, set goals, and take steps towards securing their futures. Students all over Texas will be participating in a week full of dress-up days. On Monday, be sure to wear a shirt for your favorite college, and on Tuesday, dress up as what you think your future profession could be. Hats are allowed on Wednesday, and be sure to wear a shirt from your old middle school or elementary school for Throwback Thursday. And finally, wear red, white, and blue for the themed pep rally on Friday. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to follow us at Eagle Nation News on Twitter for more updates, and visit our website, eaglenation.net, to watch previous episodes. And finally, be sure to follow our Instagram if you haven't already. Our username is Eagle Nation Network. Back to you, Braden.
Thank you, Jordan. Now we'll take a look at the meeting schedule for this week. UIL Mathematics meeting is today at 4 p.m. in room 1134. Now take a look at the rest of the meeting schedule for the week.
Some announcements before we go. If you want to audition for the talent show but were unable to attend the meeting today, please see Mrs. Mueller for more information.
Just a reminder, voting has been opened for homecoming court. You can vote online or in the cafeteria.
Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Casey Boston.
I'm Braden Brandvold.
And I'm Christina Folsom. Live long and prosper.